Hello, fans of sexual innuendos. Today we are reviewing Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Dry Twice, a game that comes to us from developer Crazy Bunch and publisher Assemble Entertainment. I played this on Steam. It is also available on Good Old Games. The game is regularly priced at $34.99, though at the time of this review, it is currently on sale for $27.99. If you're not familiar with this series, this one is no different. It is a point-and-click, adult-themed adventure game. This release is a sequel to Wet Dreams Don't Dry, which came out in 2018, and is a reboot of the Leisure Suit Larry series. If you don't know what you're in for here, brace yourself for all of the dick jokes and inappropriate humor you can possibly imagine. If you did not play Wet Dreams Don't Dry, you're in luck because you do get a summary of what happened from El Rey. As someone who did not play that game, I found this very helpful, and it did give me a pretty good idea of what was going on. So to start things off, Larry is supposed to be getting married to El Rey's daughter to fulfill a prophecy. But his heart and, well, other organs probably, still lie with Faith. Once Larry finds out that there's a chance that Faith may still be alive, he sets out on an adventure to try and save her. His only companion on this journey is his trusty Pi phone, which features Pi, who's basically like Siri, but with a serious attitude problem. He sets out by raft and is shipwrecked on the island of Kahlua. From there, he meets a wild cast of characters, some new and some old. The style of the gameplay is definitely your classic point-and-click adventure game. You are inspecting objects, you can interact with those objects. You do have an inventory in which you can combine items. You do have an option to highlight any interactive objects, which is very helpful. This is especially helpful because there are times when there are two items that are very close to each other and you would never notice the other one without the highlight. Then, of course, you have your Pi phone, which has some helpful apps, including your inventory, but also there is a blueprint app where you can put together different contraptions or recipes, such as your raft to escape the island. You can also take photos with your Pi phone, which you can use to keep in your inventory certain items that are too large to be stored. There are over 50 hand-drawn locations and 40 different characters in this game. All of the characters you can interact with branching dialogue. Usually you'll end up just clicking through all of the options in the dialogue box. Some of the dialogue choices were completely useless and just meant to serve as some humor in the game, which there is no shortage of. In typical point-and-click fashion, there is some light puzzle solving here, some of which doesn't make the most sense. Sometimes I found myself thinking for sure I had the correct solution to a puzzle, only to find out that I was missing one small piece, but I was on the right track. For example, when building the raft, you do need to collect empty bottles, which I had collected a large group of, but I didn't realize I needed to collect every single empty bottle in order to complete the raft. To just give you my honest thoughts on this, I thought that the gameplay overall was very well done. This is a good modern point-and-click adventure game. The mechanic of being able to highlight all interactive objects is very helpful and really helps move the game along. I thought the plot was well done and linear. The humor is great. It has its moments where it really shines, but then it does get a little bit old, especially if you're not a fan of sexual innuendos being thrown in your face every 5 seconds, which leads me to the graphics of Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dried Twice. If you thought that the humor stopped with the dialogue, oh no, there are plenty of visual gags along the way as well. There are phallic objects everywhere in this game. At one point, I didn't know if my mind was just going in the gutter or if there really were just dicks everywhere. At this point, there's probably no hope of this video ever being monetized, so we're just gonna dive right in. You see sexual scenes with these characters. You don't actually see nudity per se, maybe some nip slips, but my guy Larry can get it, apparently, and he gets it a lot. I thought the hand-drawn art style was really nice, and the settings are very detailed. They were colorful, the animations were well done, and it really brought this world to life. Much like Larry's Leisure Suit, the soundtrack is also pretty easygoing in Leisure Suit Larry. It is definitely some easy listening. It's mostly acoustic and pretty quiet, and it's definitely secondary to the voice acting. Voice acting performances in this game really help bring these characters to life. They have a lot of personality. I think they're very well acted. If you are sensitive to stereotypes, be warned, this game does definitely play a lot on them. So you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt when you're going into this. But objectively, as a presentation, I think this game is very well made. Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams, Dried Twice. Did I have a good time? Yeah, I think I did. Will I come back for more? Well, I might need a break first because this game does take a good hours of playtime. I obviously can't recommend this game to everyone, particularly if you're sensitive to sexual innuendos, stereotyping, that type of thing. But if you're open to the idea of a point-and-click game that is completely in the gutter, this might be a good one for you.
Larry,
What's up?
remember that file that was sent to you a few weeks ago?
What was that about again?
You received an encrypted file from an unknown number, and I started decrypting it in the background.
Oh, that file. What about it?
I decrypted it.
Ah, so I can install the wedding app now.
The file was from Faith.
What?
Her picture was in the file, too.
Thank you so much for checking out our review of Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams, Dried Twice. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, and some videos that are not at all like this one, hit the subscribe button below where you can follow all of our reviews and previews. You can also check the description box for links to our Discord, as well as our merchandise store and memberships if you'd like to support us further. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.